Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Solana price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. And starting for the daily chart here for the bullish and the bearish scenarios, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse towards the upside, finishing wave 1 or wave A, B, C of course, to finish wave B or wave 2. Meaning after this you would like to see higher prices in impulse, and this is exactly what we got, and that means of course it has finished ABC zigzag towards the upside as first possibility, and you're looking for another three waves toward the downside. Now the next three waves can be simple ABC in magenta that you can see here, that it can hit of course the target 1-to-1 fib level at a $60. In this case scenario, you are looking of course at a 3 corrective wave, and that it might move towards the upside for a massive wave C again. Another bullish scenario is that you have, of course, a leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You would like to hit the perfect fib level for a wave 4 between the 0.38 and the 0.5, same area that we would like to finish as well, 3 waves as 1-to-1 fib level in confluence. After this, you would like to see, of course, a wave 5 toward the upside as a leading diagonal. Finally, another impulse, another bullish scenario is an impulse, wave 1, 2, and then you're looking for 1, 2 again, and then wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 towards the upside. The wave 2 would like to be as well the same scenario. Nothing has changed. 1-to-1 fib level in confluence with the minimum target for a wave 2, 0.38, so it would be a perfect target for bullish to move toward the upside from there. Now the bearish scenario. The bearish scenario, as you might see, which it might be of course a short term. Now what if we have a longer term bearish scenario? And as you can see, there are some new counts here in the chart, and I would like of course to mention that I try to dive a little bit much more deeper just to keep in case that we get an ultimate bearish scenario. What are the cases that we might get, of course, an ultimate bearish scenario? So in case that we are not just a very small bearish ABC here, I was estimating internally, what if we are in a wave 1 here? You got an ABC as an expanding flat for wave 2, and you're moving 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. The second blue box, which might hit as a wave A potentially here, and then moving of course for a wave B up, and then moving down again of course for a wave C. And this might finish of course a deeper wave 2 or a deeper wave B, meaning if you are in an impulse here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, your wave 2 is bigger before we move toward the upside. In case we are in A, B, and a C, your wave B is bigger of course before we move toward the upside. So those are the ultimate bearish scenario that we might have, of course, on the chart. Of course, it's not necessarily to happen, and it's too early that it happens, but just keep it in mind. Why not? Having it on the chart always, just to keep it in mind and to keep the things clearer, of course, in case something weird happens over there in this area. If we drop further, therefore, we have to start thinking about those scenarios, right? So we're gonna see, but basically right now the main target is there, okay, is the first blue box before we shifting to the second blue box. Let's see those scenarios internally on the 2 hours chart, guys. So starting on the 2 hours chart here, where we have a potentially finished a W, right, zigzag, and then an X and a Y, another zigzag with an X as a zigzag in between as a bridge. So perfect W, X, and a Y here, finished, and we started of course something impulsive, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. This is definitely an impulse with double 1-2s, finishing wave 1 or wave A. In both case scenarios right now, we are looking for something very, of course, corrective, basically, because you are looking here at W, X, and a Y, or you are looking at A, B, and a C, and expanding flat. The expanding flat targets are between the 1.38, 1.618, and as you can see, you would like to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the downside. Of course, regardless to the micro counts here, right? Just take the white one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, of course we have double 1-2s here inside, but no need to move in it. Now the wave 5, if we are finishing a wave 5 here, it can be that you might simply reach the 1.618. You already see kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 internally, right? You can see, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which still can get one more low, of course, to take at least the low here, and preferably to touch the 1.618. 147, and that means, of course, Solana might start to move toward the upside from this potential scenario. Now, the idea is, of course, that you are in 1-2, right? You are in a 1-2. The wave 2 minimum target is 0.38, 143. So if we don't hit it, would that means that we are not in bullish scenario? Well, if you go to the linear chart, you can see that the 1.618 on the linear is under the 0.38. So basically Solana has already took the 0.38, and this might be, of course, the trigger to move towards the upside once we reach lower. And of course a bullish scenario as a 3, 4, 5 towards the upside, guys. In case that we are in something deeper, and we have something else unfolding here, which it might be, of course, a wave 5 targets taken from the wave 1 to the wave 3. It gives us the targets between the 141 and the 136. And it might be this time, okay, it wants to take the fib levels of a wave 5, which are interfering on the logarithmic chart with the 0.38, 0.5. So sometimes the price action works perfectly with the logarithmic, guys. Sometimes it works perfectly with the linear chart. And I always test both case scenarios, and I keep, of course, the priority for the first one until the end to not miss any target, of course. But in this case, it can hit the logarithmic one, which are, of course, in confluence between the 0.38, 0.5, and the 1-to-1 and 0.618. I believe that in between even both, it would be a perfect area to move toward the upside for Solana. But you have to keep in mind also that it might, just by taking the low right now, it's gonna finish a wave 5, because those are already finished 5 waves, and it might start to move toward the upside. Okay, so basically, guys, this is a scenario for the bullish. Now, as I mentioned, there is an ultimate bearish scenario. Internally on the 2-hour chart, how this is explained is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a 4, and a 5. You finished a wave 1 with double 1, 2. You got a 3 waves for a wave A, 3 waves for a wave B, and you got, of course, an expanding flat in a wave C. So A, B, and a C expanding flat. Finishing a wave 2 here, meaning you are in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 towards the downside, very bearish. Okay. And that means right now you are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1. You're looking for a wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 3 down there. Okay, so we have to be careful. Meaning right now this wave 5 is the same for the bullish, which it might finish. It still can be bearish, guys. Okay, it can be a wave 2 and then moving toward the downside. We're gonna see, of course, this is a little bit low possibility, but answers will be given over there. Once we finish the wave 5 and we move higher, if we don't move bullish, therefore we have to shift, of course, for a wave 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside, guys. So we have to keep it in mind. That's why I laid down this new scenario, which is very essential as well for the next step. That was it for Solana. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.